where we're using our Deck Restoration Plus Deck and Wood Stain, our Morristown Brown Tone. Now this is for a repeat customer, and this actually, we built this deck, but this is a great place where I can highlight what we do with the stain. This deck was actually cleaned this morning, soaking wet, to get rid of mold, mildew, algae, organic growth. This is one of the best characteristics of our stain is it can be applied to wet or damp wood. Now, just for full disclosure, you can see the deck's pretty dry already here. Oops, sorry, this way. Over here next to the house, it's still wet. It hasn't really dried over here. But what we do is we do take the blowers and blow off standing water. You can go get a cup of coffee, do whatever. As you see over here, I'm going to flip this around. You can see the railings, the floor, it's adhering. They used a Morristown Brown, which is our darker brown. It is still a transparency. You can still see the grain through it. Okay. It looks a little darker right now. Because it just has gone on. It'll tone down a little bit. I'll show you some other where we've already stained. You can see where it's a little more brown. But the point is, when you use Deck Restoration Plus Deck and Wood Stain, you don't have to worry about phones ringing, schedule, kids, rain, anything. I mean, you can get this all done in one day, and it adheres, and it does really, really, really well. Let's go out here and take a look, and we'll see what I'm talking about, where the railings were already done, and you can see it's a light. This whole vertical section has been done already. So we have the skirting around the bottom, we have the railing and fascia. That's already been done. You come over here where it's a little bit more out of the sun, you can see. The sun's really bright. We've had a very cool and rainy start to the season. So really benefits us to be able to use this stain. Again, it's a penetrating water base. It's going into the wood. It's not sitting on the top, which is great about this. I mean, this is it's industry changing, and it's a great product. We've been using it for over 20 years. We've only made it. We used to have franchises. We've been using this stuff, and it is great. It preserves the wood. We have decks that are going on 30 years. We've been taken care of, and of the 20 years using our stain, and it's held up to where a deck can still be around for 30 years. So it's been great. And this is, like I say, we build them. You may not build the decks. You may be a homeowner watching this. It doesn't matter. Everybody is challenged by the weather and by scheduling and so forth, and you don't have to worry about that with the Deck Restoration Plus Deck and Wood Stain. And it's any of the colors. They all do the same thing. Doesn't change the longevity. It's still going to hold 2 or 3 years before you have to come back, do a light cleaning. 2 coats on the horizontal, single coat on the vertical. First time you do it, though, 2 coats on everything. And then single coat on vertical after that, because they take twice as long to wear to keep it looking even. And that's how you do a deck. Deck Restoration Plus Deck and Wood Stain. I'm Everett Abrams, the Wizard of Wood. Thanks for watching the video. And go ahead and place your order.